Hey everyone, Paper Cut here, and we got a banger for you today. Scrolling through the observables, saw this matchup, and I went, I gotta watch it. Gotta watch it. We got MSN, a young player. I think he's like 16 or 17, Dutch. I've played him a couple times. He's kicked my ass. He's very good. On the Ayubids, he's Abyssin main originally, so unsurprising. He's playing Ayubids. We got David Kim, who is Puppypaw, I think. He's either... It's Puppy. I'm like 90% sure it's Puppypaw, though it could be Wamp, but I'm 90% sure it's Puppypaw on David, who used the name David Kim, as French. Interesting matchup. In the hypothetical, Ayubid should counter French. The camels are huge here. Camel Lancers will beat Knights. Camel Archers, not the Camel Archers, what are they called? The Camel Raider, that can be both an Archer and melee, can hold up against the Knight. Or if for some reason Puppypaw wants to go spears, they can shoot the spears. I think where the game gets interesting is in Castle. The French could go Mass Arbaletier, and that does really well. There's not a lot of counters for Arbaletier because they get melee defense as well. So this feels like a game that Puppy actually wants to take to Castle and Imp and win in Castle. The feudal MSN I think can kind of settle in feudal and do okay. Though I'm interested if he wants to do a fast castle or if he's going to do a feudal play. This is Gorge, so Gorge is a fairly small map, 3 sacred sites in the middle. Relics pretty evenly spread out. The one really unique thing about Gorge compared to other maps is the back. What I mean by this is that a lot of maps, Dry Arabia, Wetlands, most other maps you play on, there's stuff behind your main TC that's considered safe. There's no behind your TC. There is your wood line, which is safe for a bit. You notice that the beginning of the wood line's safe, but then after that's gone. And then there's no really safe resources away from that. And Gorge, everything outside of your initial resources is pretty far away. Look how far away the deer berries is from MSN. Look how far away the deer, the gold, the deer is for Puppy. So this map often feels like if you can contain your opponent initially and kind of serve them resources, things get really tough for them. So I'm just interested to see, is MSN going to go Castle? Is he going to go all in? What's Puppy's move? Is he going to go heavy Knights? Is he going to go pure Knights? Canadian bros love their Knights, so we will see. Oh, and last bonus that MSN has is that since he could start on berries and get a lot of food from berries, he saved his his sheep. I'm sorry guys, I am sick. You might notice I'm pretty congested, so I might be mentally not as sharp as I usually am. Well, what's he going up with? Interesting, he's going up with the Dervish. I think he's doing this because, one, this means he can heal his unit, so he can take fights against Knights with Camel Raiders, bring him back and heal him. I think this means that if he rushes Castle, he can quickly get relics. But I think the healing here for feudal play is why he's doing the Dervish. But interesting, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting either military wing or economic wing. But it's the French school cavalry. Puppy is going to do an early wheelbarrow. Now remember, French ecotechs are cheaper, so this isn't as much of a pull for him as it is for other civs. And I think this is an interesting look here. An interesting at the very top level, but even in your gold, plat, silver, diamond games, who can get the ecotechs early pays off over time. Getting wheelbarrow super early, getting double broadocks, getting on deer early, those things really matter in the early eco, when in the early game having 2 or 3 more units than the other person can be the swing in a fight. Can be the swing in you putting pressure on. One thing that should worry MSN is that both of his main resources are very forward. Gold's very forward, berries are very forward. So I think he's just trying to feast on the berries right now, knowing that he might lose them temporarily. There's no fast castle. Fast castle, there would have been a tower on the gold. He could still do it? No, he's fighting, dropping the stable. Interesting, okay. So no tower, which means no fast castle. He's going to fight this out. They see the scout doing a smooth criminal there for a second. Wear your legs. So he's going to fight it out. I think this could work. And we notice Puppy is going into Knights and Horsemen. Why go Horsemen here? So interesting thing about the Camel Raider, or the Desert Raider, my bad. It is considered a ranged light unit, but it also melee counters cavalry. So actually the better unit against Desert Raiders is Horsemen, because Horsemen do extra damage against range. Knights don't do extra damage against range. Knights just do a lot of damage, but they get kind of beat up by Desert Raiders. So I think what happened is Puppy saw the stable and went, oh, he actually wants to make Desert Raiders and is now going to go mass Horsemen. And Horsemen will beat Desert Raiders if you get a few more. Oh, MSN. Oh, he's going to lose a Vil. A tad sloppy there from MSN. A tad sloppy. One Vil down. Puppy loves to see that. French do get faster Vil production naturally. Oh, and is he gonna snipe the first Desert Raider? Ooh, no. First Desert Raider taking a fight here. But here's the thing, MSN knows he has the Dervish. And you see Puppy turned around behind to try to block him running. He's gonna get another Vil from this. Okay, he saves the Dervish, saves a Vil. This is a micro. We're seeing some micro coming out here, folks. Early micro. Where's the Dervish? Dervish coming over. He used the Dervish to push the deer in. What a mad lad. And that explains why his micro might have been a tad off. He was over here microing the deer. Now he's going to heal these Dervish up. And right now, the thing about going Horseman... Vils. MSN, Vils. Like, he's playing a dangerous game here, man. He really wants to stay on the berries here. But the thing that he knows is that if Puppy goes Horseman, he can't heal them. And now he gets to take these pot shots, but he can't heal the Horseman. If he gets Chivalry just applies to Knights. So if he goes Horseman, these Horsemen don't get to get healed. So if he's fighting them, there's no healing. Oh, this is a very interesting, like, back and forth. Puppy invests in professional scouts and is now making scouts. Oh, he canceled. He was trying to make scouts, but then MSN pushed up. If MSN had stayed back, he would have been making more scouts to steal deer. I think Puppy's realizing he's have to play a little bit more condensed. But MSN's not making any more units. I think MSN's not going to go castle. He's using these 3 Desert Raiders. He made a 4th one. And these 2 Dervish. And he's going to try to just go castle, I think. See how well the healing does here. Pulling out the knives. Gets the king. The knight down. Oh, now look at them just pump in. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness. And MSN comes out on top of that one. I don't think I miss taking a picture. Oh man, but this is a brutal combo here. The healing with the... I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. Desert Raiders are legitimately one of the best units in the game. No lie. So what's Puppy got to do? Puppy realizes that he's got to put MSN back on the back foot. Uh-oh. Vils. Ooh. And he gets one. Woo! Are we even on the Vil count now? 1-1. I mean, Puppy has a few more because of the faster Vil production, but he goes back on the offensive, and MSN predicted it. He kept a Desert Raider on the gold, literally just for this. Now, here come Archers, and Archers can actually be a counter to Desert Raiders. Desert Raiders have no ranged armor. They have 5 melee armor, but no ranged armor. And if Puppy could get a massive Archers, these Desert Raiders don't work anymore. But he could, and that's why he dropped the stable. Drops the stable, that means he can make Horsemen when he needs to. And now he's going to rush out to get the gold. MSN knows if he can get to castle and get Knights out, there's a chance here. Well, not Knights, but Camel Lancers out. There's a chance here. Oh, he's going to ambush. Ooh, rough from Puppy. And look at the destroyed value here, guys. Destroyed value 180 to 1,000. So by the game's calculation, MSN has destroyed 1,000 resources worth of puppies while only losing 180. Now this is bugged a lot. I don't know if this is perfectly true. But that's massive. He's lost 1 Desert Raider. That's it. Uh-oh. That's a lot of archery. He's got to leave. And he's got the gold to agent. What's he agent up with? Economic wing growth. I thought he was going to do military wing. Get 3 Desert Raiders immediately, but I guess he wants the villager. He knows he's a tad behind on villagers. What's the splits now? 16 on wood to get more production. Now he wasn't able to get the deer. The deer migrated back to their home base. Vils. He's got to pull the Vils now. He can't stay on the gold. I don't think he minds losing the Desert Raiders here because he's going to go straight to Camel Lancers. Puppy knows this, right? So what's Puppy going to do? Puppy immediately drops the barracks and is making spears because he realizes he's pretty far away from castle. MSN is on the way up. He saw, like, Puppy doesn't even need to see the House of Wisdom. He saw the amount of villagers on gold and just knows that has to be castle. MSN is... How many sheep does he have here? I can't tell. He's burned through a lot of his sheep, so now I think he's gonna have to go out on these deer soon. So Puppy's win condition here is I think he's just gonna make units. Yeah, he's just making units. He's not even trying to go castle yet. And he's just gonna try to out unit MSN. He has the deer coming in from pro scouts. I think another thing Puppy needs to do is he needs to hold to get enough food around his TC to age up safely. But if he can get enough spears, enough archers, and just hold MSN off food, MSN will struggle with food. Oh, he has a good amount. I can't tell how many sheep. Look how tight he has them under the TC for really quick drop-offs. But Puppy now at 10 archers, 4 spears, a knight and a horseman. Just 2 desert raiders for MSN. Adds 2 archery ranges, has now 2 stables. About to hit castle, he's going to get 7 vills. Boom, 7 vills. Oh, he's dropping a tower on this deer. He needs this deer bad. Puppy catches him, immediately checks resources. And this is the thing you'll see from top level players, guys. They know what their opponents need. He just went castle. He made some units. What does MSN need? He needs food. Okay, I'm going to go check the deer. Boom, there's MSN. And MSN was just a tad late on getting that tower up. MSN is going to immediately go into 2 camel lancers. And he's going to make archers because he knows if I go camel lancers and Puppy's in feudal, what is Puppy going to make? He's going to make spears. Puppy can't make feudal knights. The feudal knights will die very, very quickly to camel lancers. So he's going to keep just this knight and this horseman here to watch the food. MSN's coming to check. Can he get on the food safely? There's a little scouting interplay here. Oh, does he see? I don't know. He's going to go after the deer. Puppy's now aging with the guild hall. What great delay from Puppy. Just enough units to force MSN to stay in base, but then getting to castle safely. If he had been too defensive, MSN would be all over him right now with camel lancers. Going up the guild hall, adding another stable. He has a lot of nice safe deer under TC. Added a few farms because he had the extra food. Look at these camel lancers, guys. Camel lancers do 22 attack, 32 lance hit, and they will debuff. Cavalry around them, which is why they're better. They debuff 20% less damage to opponent's cavalry. And they have this tactical charge. Camel lancers charge faster more often and for longer distances than the heavy cavalry. And they deal 25% less baseline charge damage. But they do more for each charge. I don't think people know about that little bonus here. But now, MSN going to go for the relics. And what has Puppy done? He's waited. He's waiting to grab this relic. But let me tell you, these dervishes are fast. He might just grab it and get out. Oh, he's trying to stop both of these. 2 Wolos? 2 Wolos? Oh, 1 dervish down. Oh, he gets, oh my god, he gets the knight down here. Oh, the Wololo. Engagement up here, potentially. Puppy just got up. He is upgrading his knights. His archers and his spearmen, though, are still feudal. They're hard. They're hard spearmen. 1 relic coming in. He's dropping the mosque, and here comes the fight. First raider down. He's going to sacrifice the raiders to take the initial brunt, and then he's going to charge in with the camel, back them out immediately, get another charge in. You see how fast that second charge happened? Using the abilities of the camel lancers perfectly. Archers are now targeting spearmen. First camel lancer down. Spearman down. Only 4 spearmen left, and now Puppy's going all in on the Arbitraire. What do we say? Arbitraire. Why are Arbitraire so good? They are crossbows, so they do 9+ against heavy, 13 base damage, but this Pavis shield is huge. Activate to increase weapon range by 1, and gain 5 ranged armor. Crazy. Crazy. So their ranged armor is really, really good, so it's hard to just kill them with other ranged. And if you want to mass men-at-arms against them, they'll slice down the men-at-arms. And then, if you go spearmen, well, spearmen are just kind of weak. So now, what's the interplay happening here? MSN's trying to get the relics to give an eco boost. He caught up on Vils thanks to his age up. Puppy's just trying to mass what it looks like spearmen, arbitraire, and knights. Knights, I bet he's going to use more as a raid. He's going to use knights to raid MSN, maybe fight a little bit less, raid a little bit more. He's going to use the spearmen and the arbitraire as his main military mass. You see, you already have the knights going out to raid. And guys, this is great for your games too. If you have a nice infantry base as your main army, chill in your base to defend, use your horsemen or knights to go raid your opponent because they're fast. Gets out on the boar. Is MSN thinking about checking resources? He's checking the resources north here. We notice, he saw that the deer's gone, but he doesn't know that Puppy has been taking the deer. He has been taking the deer. Now he's realizing that Puppy's been on pro scouts and he has a lot of food under that TC. Still defending the relic. He's gonna come get it. MSN has 2 relics. He's trying to get the one up here, and the spearman might get him. Uh-oh, no, spearman's gonna get him. Ooh. Archer's gonna come here, and he will get that relic once he gets another dervish out. Puppy on the berries and on the boar with deer under TC. Man, if MSN had checked the north side, he would have caught him around the board. It'd been huge. Raid comes in. Ooh, 1 vil down. 2 vil down. And this is only 1 tower. 3 vils down. Folks, what did I say? What did I say? That's why Puppy... Oh, and then MSN loses... Oh, Puppy just out APMs him here a little bit. Now he's going to dive into the wood line. There's no units here. No units here. He's killed 10 villagers? That's brutal for MSN. Now he's a 10 villager deficit. His only eco catch-up is via the relics and the sacred sites. Oh my god, he's been killing villagers on down here too. Oh, that is brutal for MSN. MSN had played this very well up until this point, and then Puppy just very smartly going, okay, I know your main army is out front. I have a few knights. They're going to go check your food. I know you need food. I know you're on berries. I know you're on deer. And lo and behold, here they are. MSN did not get stone to upgrade them, and he did not put enough towers to hide all his vills. This is a small thing, folks, but if you're going to have more than 5 villagers on a resource, put a second tower. Because if all his vills were in the towers, he could buy enough time to get units here to save them, or upgrade them with Springolds, and the knights would just die. 1 Camel Lance is not going to beat 3 knights, that's for sure. And now he's dropping the ram, and this feels... And MSN just kind of knows he has to push now. He's lost so many vills that if he just plays a macro game now, Puppy's just going to beat him. And Puppy's been making units this whole time, and I don't think he has enough archers here to win this. He's in the wood line again. Puppy is everywhere, dude. The lack of walls, the lack of towers from MSN, the lack of protecting units is really hurting, and Puppy's dropped a 2nd town center. During that whole shebang, he got a 2nd town center. And you notice what Puppy did when he dropped towers? His towers are upgraded with Springolds. And now he just feels real safe. He's going to go up and take this gold. MSN doesn't even know. MSN has not caught him on any resources with his own raids, while Puppy's just been raiding MSN to death. And this is basically the... I think this is it. If MSN can't break him here, Puppy's going to win this. And who would imagine? The fight between Ayyubids and French is a pure ranged fight. And MSN has to back up. These Arbaletier with the Previs shields, man. They're taking no damage from these archers. You're like, okay, I'm going to make archers against your Arbaletier. Oh, wait, now you have 6 ranged armor. My archers are doing 4 damage. 3 damage per shot. Wild. Absolutely wild. If I'm MSN, you do. He needs to drop a 2nd town center. He needs to drop a 2nd town center. He's so behind on vills. And Puppy's coming in for another raid. Has he upgraded the towers? Nope. Has he put enough towers for vills? Nope. He hasn't learned a lesson. He's going to learn it again, hopefully. Puppy's going to teach him another lesson here. 5 villagers for this outpost, but so far away. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh. And things are now looking dark. Puppy is ahead. 20 vils. And just like, add this to your game, guys. You're building up your main defensive force here of infantry. Archers, crossbows, spearmen, men-at-arms, what have you. Walling up your sides. And then using a few knights and horsemen to just go around the sides and check resources. You know your opponent has to be on resources. You know what Puppy did, though? I have 5 vils on berries and a tower that can fit all 5. I've upgraded the tower. Now, if he checked the boar, 2 vils would not have space, but that's just 2. But Puppy's just constantly checking the resources on the map with his knights, and now MSN's copying him, but he's too late. He's so far behind. And like, being down this many vils in this high level of match, it feels really, really bad. In lower level games, you can come back from this. In a game of this magnitude, of this high skill level, I don't know. The one saving grace that MSN has is that he does have 4 relics, but 4 relics doesn't make up 20 vil difference. And does MSN know he's on a 2nd town center? I wonder. Let me see. Sorry, we have the raids going on, but I gotta see. He does know. Okay, he knows. He knows. Willa? Just to get the knight to go away. These knights are, oh my god. MSN has lost 26 vil to these. And it's just little knights in the wood lines here and there. Oh my god, look how many vils he lost. 5 vills. Oh. It's brutal. In the whole time, MSN's army is just standing here, unable to move because he just keeps getting raided. Like, Puppy has done a beautiful job. He dropped the second town center, and then to keep MSN stalled, he has just been raiding the sides like crazy. Like crazy. Oh, man. I need to get a picture next time he raids. I feel like the story of this game is the raids, honestly. It's just how Puppy has raided himself into a victory here. Now, the game's not over, right? It's not over. If MSN could somehow catch Puppy's vills up here, this would be a huge get. 28 vills on this gold up here. That'd be huge. Push in right here, catch him, but Puppy could easily run around, run away. MSN's finally walling, that's nice. Walls can help. Dropping another ram, and pushing in the front like this, man. Oh, and Puppy's dropping the red palace. That's how far ahead economically he is. He can just go imp safely. MSN does not have the force to push in here. And once the red palace is dropped, there's no pushing anymore. There's just no pushing. Oh my god, the knights are coming in for another round. Round, what is it, 6 on the knight raids here? Oh man. Boop. And they're out. And they're out. A little kiss and they're out. But if you're MSN, you're just paranoid now. You can't leave at all. MSN, I thought we learned our lesson. You don't sit on a resource without towers when Puppy has knights on the field. Just absolutely. Man, you feel for it. Because I think he was in an amazing spot. He played that feudal so well. Oops, 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 oops. I lost my mouse there for a second. He played the feudal so well. Oh, no. Oh, no. He tried, like, yeah, saving that briefly there, but oh man. And MSN knows this is it. He's grabbing the relics to do a last second push here and try to Wolo his way to victory. Red Palace is down. Red Palace is one ram against the Red Palace. Oh my god, he killed all of the dervishes. Oh, he killed one dervish, okay. 2 mangonels. They've been buffed. They just got buffed. So they'll do a little bit more damage, but this feels... MSN's not even close. MSN's not even close to Imp. Puppy's knights are in the back. He has nothing to chase them with. Like, the second MSN dropped the Camel Lancers and went pure range to do this fight, Puppy made just enough knights to punish him for it. Man. And he's trying to push. He's trying to push away from the Red Palace here. Oh. Mangonels. Oh, he's... There's nothing to Wololo. He's using the Wolo to push him back. Wow. This is the push, man. We have to cinematic watch. This is the push. And those Wololos did not get much. Puppy just like took 4 steps back and was fine. And this is probably going to be a GG right here, man. Tough. Like, but that's what great players like Puppy do. They get put in a bad spot and they turn it around. I hope you enjoyed that cast. Hope you learned something from this game between 2 very, very good players. Both of them stream. Check out MSN. Check out Puppypaw on Twitch. And good luck on your own games.